Greetings, folks. I just want to offer an immediate reaction to what I just saw on television. Um, I was puzzled by the fact that they pulled up that they were airing a Trump rally, um, when usually that's not the case. Usually they're too wary of lies or things that need to be fact checked, but they simply they were present. CNN is where I first was looking at the Trump rally from today. It's July 13th, 2024, and Donald Trump has been shot on stage at a rally in Pennsylvania. The wound is not life-threatening. He was grazed on his ear. You could see him being moved away from the podium with blood trickling down his head. And I saw when the shot landed because it was live. No one expected anyone to come up to produce a gun. But I heard pop, 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 and Trump stopped speaking. He winced once, knowing it was coming for him, and he winced a second time, and as if something had seared his ear off. Now, he still got his ear, from what I saw on CNN and on MSNBC, who showed much more of the bloodshed, or at least the blood falling from Trump's ear, as Secret Service tackled him and got him off stage. But I'm not a big Trump fan, and I'm not saying that I'd rather he were dead. There are many of ways to prove a presidential candidate wrong. You simply beat him in the polls, which is what I wish had happened here. We don't know Trump's state. We know he'll get by it because he left the event with his fist in the air and Secret Service huddling him toward an armored vehicle. So Trump's going to be fine. Part of me thinks, hey, he had it coming. January 6th. I hope something happens to him for that. I don't want him to get shot or murdered. But I can understand. I can understand. I'm sorry. I don't feel sad for Trump. I don't feel sad. I don't feel like he got a there's no more disadvantage in Trump's campaign than there was before he got shot. I'm almost happy that he got shot. Almost. I can't come out fully and say, hey, you deserved it, but he deserved it. I don't know why I'm holding back my true reaction. Fuck Trump. I'm not a big fan. It's clear. And I wanted to make sure that reaction is known to the public. Look, if you're gonna spew lies, if you're gonna, like 2 seconds before he got shot, he was saying deport, and MAGA this, MAGA that. MAGA just means make America great again, Joe Biden. But we all know the problem with MAGA, and we all know that he's got his own army waiting by the wayside. If it's not Proud Boys and Oath Keepers, it's somebody else. It's vigilante MAGA fans from probably below the Bible Belt or something, or Michigan or Wisconsin. It doesn't matter. I don't know where his military is, but they weren't there. They weren't there today. Today it was just Trump and his fans at a rally, and no one expected a gun to go off. And dude, this is huge. You don't know, and a former president rarely gets shot. Usually they're in office when they get shot. Kennedy was shot, I think, in office. Lincoln was shot, probably in office. So I can't really make the case that it's typically out of office that they get shot, or in office that they get shot. But I know that if guns are being blasted in a presidential candidate's direction, it's typically to stop him from becoming president. So I'm conflicted about how I feel about the shooter. Will they catch him or her? Will they? It's typically a male, but what were their intentions? Were they slighted about something else? Was it one of his former victims come back to haunt him, to come back to claim their, to get back at him? We don't know right now. All we know is the former president has been shot in the ear and bled off stage, and probably is receiving medical treatment at the moment. But this is a fresh wound. This is fresh. It happened in the last half hour. I had a bit of homework to do before I got to this point, but I wanted to state my position outright, which is he had it coming. I didn't want this to happen. They missed vital stuff that they could have shot. And as for Trump's safety going forward, hopefully they can protect him a little better. Hopefully he can hold his rallies inside. I don't know, something's going to have to change. But if people are going to start shooting at Donald Trump, then what? They start shooting at Biden? You shoot Biden's ear off. It'll help his campaign. I mean, Trump handled it like a rock star. I got to tell you, he had his fist pumped. He was not going down easy. The crowd was electrified by him getting up. And almost you couldn't have asked for anything better to solidify a bond between you and your followers. You surviving an assassination attempt, which is exactly what this is. I don't know what happens next, but hopefully the former president can protect himself going forward. I am interested in what's best for America. I don't care if it's a Democrat or a Republican. But if Republicans have to put somebody else up on the ticket because he got shot, I'd be happy. But of course, it wouldn't be a better option. I'd be happy if a better option came from the Democratic side. I'd be happy if we had a replacement for Biden right now, who's not surviving very well in the polls, on stage, and unscripted moments. This rally by Trump was mostly off book. And he only spent 5 minutes talking before he got shot. And believe me, he got shot. That's how you say it. He got shot. He didn't get murdered. He wasn't assassinated. But it was an attempt on his life, apparently. Going forward, I hope that Trump can keep himself safe and out of distance, out of gunshot, out of, what do you call that? Out of harm's way. Again, it's a fresh wound. I'm still making sense of it myself. And I don't know what the pundits and anchors and journalists and reporters are going to say later. But for now, you have my piece. Be well, folks.